guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do my skincare routine. Just basically how I keep my skin clear. I mean, I do have a pimple right there today, but whatever. My skin used to be really bad. I had really bad breakouts in high school and I had really bad dark spots. I don't have as many now. They are starting to go away. I still have a few, so my skin's not perfect. It's just so if any of you are battling with like skincare or scarring or often breakouts, I'm just going to show you what I do to keep my skin nice and clean. So follow me. Okay, so on days that I know I'm going to be doing a face mask, I don't do a face mask every day. I do it maybe depending on what kind of mask I'm using, one, to how my skin is doing that week. If it's doing really well, I really will only do a mask maybe once a week, and I'll change them up. That way it's not the super intensive one that I'm going to do today. The first step, always tie your hair back. You can use, this is a headscarf, you can use a headband, a bonnet, anything just to keep your hair out of your face, because you don't want to like any bacteria or sweat from your hair dripping down into your face while you're washing it, because when most people wash their face, water gets up here too, and that can trickle down into your pores. So you really want to avoid that. Okay, just a few tips to keeping your skin clean and to prevent breakouts. One, water. Lots and lots of water. I mean, water's not gonna make your skin clear up after the first glass. I do think you should drink more than one glass of water though a day. But it will help your body like cleanse out some of the impurities and release those toxins. So it does help your skin in the long run, as well as the rest of your body. You just need a lot of water intake to just keep yourself healthy and hydrated. That also helps with your hair, so I know, plus. Also, resist touching your face. A lot of people I know like sit like, yeah! Okay! My nephew's here. I would just resist touching your face. A lot of people have a tendency to like lean on their hands or something like that, or always touch their I don't know. But your hands have a lot of bacteria no matter how many times you wash them or sanitize them. That's going into your skin, like it's going into your pores. So that tends to, you sweat that out, it oils, it doesn't do very much for your skin. So I always recommend trying not to touch your face. It is a bad habit to break. I know for sure. I used to do it. So I used to have like a trail of pimples like here and here. And then I stopped and I started leaning this way, and now I stop completely. If I need to lean, I will like lean like this a little bit. I feel like the back of your hand carries a little bit less bacteria because you're touching doors with the front of your hand. And most things like doors, your phone. So if I do lean, I lean like this. Then I'm like, oh, let me stop doing that because I don't want to transfer any bacteria to my face. Also sleeping, I recommend washing your you should wash your bedding and your sheets often. Like switching pillowcases. I do use a cotton pillowcase. I do have really sensitive skin, so if you have sensitive skin too, this routine should hopefully work for you too. I mean, it's not gonna work for everyone, but I also sleep with my blanket in front of me instead. A lot of people sleep like this, like leaning on their hands. I don't. I wrap my blanket around me. If I do need to sleep like this, but I put my blanket on the outside. That way none of the bacteria from my hands are transferring onto my face. It's just my blanket that's creating a barrier right there. Wow, it's really hot in my room. Anywho, let's get started on this routine. Okay, so one thing I always like to do before I do my in-depth skincare routine, or in general, whenever I'm washing my face, I always clean my face first before I wash it. I know a lot of people use makeup wipes. I use Sea Breeze. It's like an astringent. Well, this is like the Walmart version of it. It does the same thing, so you can save some money. It's an astringent. It's a deep cleaning. It literally takes off like any impurities or things that are already on your skin, basically from sweat. If you have any makeup left over from the day before that you didn't clean off, it does really well. So I like to use this. Some people use witch hazel, which is also really good. I used to use that, but this works better just because I like to feel it. So with this, I get like a little tingly, like cooling sensation. So I love that the most. So I just put it on these little cotton pads. I don't really like to use cotton balls. I like the pads more, so I feel like it gets more of the surface. And I just rub it over my face. And this is another reason why I like to tie my hair up that way. I'm not getting any of the bacteria from my hair onto my skin. Wow. And you can see already like how much extra, I don't know if you guys can see that. How much like extra dirt and oils came off of my skin. So imagine washing your face with that still on it, that kind of still gets into your pores. It still gets into your pores while you're washing it. So I like to avoid that. I also do my neck just because some people don't incorporate their neck into their skin routine, their face routine, which is fine. I like to just because that way it stays somewhat the same color. So I know some people have like discoloration on their neck. I know I had it previously from, I still have it a little bit. I've had it from when I had eczema. It left a little scarring and discoloration. But from doing this, especially with just the astringent alone, it's been changing. Like it's darker, but not that much darker than it was before. I always do my collarbone as well. And I like to look to see like what comes off. Is that gross? Whatever, judge me, I don't care. So I normally do this until nothing comes off, but I'm going to be doing the intensive face routine. Why can't I say that sentence? The intensive face routine today. That way it's a little bit better. This hair will stay down. Whatever. So we'll see that. So it'll be my cleanser. I'm going to do a face scrub. Use 2 of my different face washes, and we'll do a face mask, and then we'll see how that goes. I'll show you the after effects. Just keep in mind, skincare routines don't work for everyone, so the things I'm going to show you, you can do what you can with them if you take anything from it at all. I have combination skin, so some days it's really oily, some days it's really dry. So if you have really oily things, really oily skin, I'll tell you which parts you should probably skip from this routine. Like if you have naturally dry skin, this is not going to work for you. It's going to make your skin a lot drier. I tend to have oily skin, so this isn't working for me. So just take from it what you can. If you can't do all of it or you don't like some parts of it, I mean, of course incorporate what you want. I don't have perfect skin. I'm not like a skin guru. I'm just showing you guys what works for me. So okay, so this is, I don't know the correct order to do this. I do it face scrub first, just to get some of like the dead skin off, to open my pores. So I use the St. Ives Coconut and Coffee Scrub. It is my favorite scrub. It smells like coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I love the smell, so it's perfect. And it really wakes up your skin. I always use warm water. Make sure you wash your hands first before touching your face. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit. Sensitive skin, I wouldn't recommend this one. It does feel like the levels of the exfoliation factor. This one is deep, so like the grains are really hard. So if your skin is sensitive, this could irritate your skin. Cleaning Clear Pore Clean Cleanser. You can use it as a face mask also. I have done it before, it feels really good. It's always good to turn your water off while you're washing your face and applying your creams. Just to save the planet, you know? Next I use okay, so next I also use a cream cleanser. This one's from the Body Shop. It's a vitamin E cleanser. Vitamin E is really good for the nourishment of your skin. When the water like drips down my arms. So to dry my skin, I always use a paper towel. Just because I don't really like how it feels with the regular towel, since that has bacteria in it. Even if you just washed it, it can sometimes harbor bacteria. The laundry detergents and softeners that you use can also rub off and irritate your skin and cause breakouts, so I just try to avoid that. After cleaning your face, some cleansers leave your skin feeling dry, and if you move your face and you start to see dry patches immediately, you should probably change your cleanser, just because it's irritating your skin, because it won't work if your face feels dry. Like right now my face feels smooth, it feels silky, so that's how we know we're on perfect track to do our face mask. But the face mask is kind of like creamy. It normally isn't this color. I add turmeric to mine. Turmeric helps with blood flow and just all around causing your skin to glow. It works for me. I'm gonna show you guys the picture that's on my thumbnail. I'll show the picture after. That's from this. So I know my skin's kind of breaking out right now. You can see I have like 3 pimples. and like a few down here, but it's okay. This is gonna help it. Now if there's excess, which there is, you can always put it on your neck. That way your skin and your face are always the same tone. Okay, and then you just leave it on. It is going to harden. I normally leave it on for about 15-20 minutes. It's up to you how long you want to leave it on for. It is going to get hardened. It's going to harden, and you'll start to feel like tingling, and it'll pull all the impurities out of your skin to the surface, and then you just rinse right off. So see you in a few. So now I use a hot washcloth. You see, it's really hard to like talk. So. So if you have dry skin, again, I would skip this mask just because the apple cider vinegar really dries out your skin. As you can see, my skin's really dry and red right now. So after I use that mask, I always put olive oil. Now some people like to use like vitamin E oil or vitamin C. I stick with olive oil just because I like how it feels on my skin. It also has like anti-inflammatory properties, as well as stuff for blood flow and to remove toxins. So I always use olive oil instead. To me, it's the purest oil. I don't know how accurate that is, but I do use the rose quartz roller. It promotes blood circulation, removes toxins, it's good for puffiness. This little end is for under eye, and this is for the rest of your skin. So I use that to kind of massage the oil in. I don't want it to be too oily because it does stretch all the way around. So for that reason, I don't pour it everywhere. I do pour a little bit of oil onto the roller. So my skin is really moisturized. It's a little bit red from the mask. The redness will go down, so will the olive oil as it seeps itself into my skin and my skin absorbs it. That way it stays moisturized. I've been working over the couple years trying to figure out what works best for my skin. Whatever method you're doing, if it's starting to work for you, don't give up. It does take a little bit of time. It took me maybe about a year and a half, 2 years to really perfect what works for my skin. Again, what works for you isn't going to work for everyone else. Again, what works for my skin may not work for you, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will say later on throughout the day, if my skin starts to get dry, to do a little refreshing, this is what I use: the Badescu facial spray. I just quickly spritz it on and just let it absorb in itself. If you have the rose quartz, you can also spritz this on and then use it and roll it all over again, but I would wait a little bit. If you do use any kind of oil, I would wait and let the oil settle first before I add that spray. So I hope you enjoyed my skincare routine. That is it for today. If you haven't done so already, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to add me on any other social media. I will link those below. And I'll see you on my next episode.